You've probably heard Officially Missing You on guitar, but what if it sounded like this on piano? Most covers stick to the original acoustic vibe, but in this tutorial, I'll show you how to transform it into a rich, stylish piano arrangement with a touch of jazz, so it feels like it was written for piano all along. And if you prefer to follow along note for note, I've included the full sheet music in the description and pinned comments below. Once you've gotten the chords down, I also have a follow-up advanced tutorial where I'll show you how to elevate your playing with more intricate embellishments so you can make the accompaniment sound even more expressive and polished. Here is middle C, and we'll be learning the song in the original key of G major, which has only F sharp. We'll start with the chords, then I'll show you a rhythm pattern that captures that smooth, laid-back R&B feel. Starting with our left hand, we'll play G for our first chord, G major 9. Next is F sharp, B for B7, and E for E minor 7. So that's G, F sharp, B, and E. On to the right hand. For G major 9, we have B, D, F sharp, and A. For A minor 6 over F sharp, we have A, C, and E. For B7, we have A, D sharp, and F sharp. And for E minor 7, we have G, B, D, and G. So that's G major 9, A minor 6 over F sharp, B7, and E minor 7. From E minor 7, we'll go through the next three chords, starting with the left hand. We have D for D minor 7, G for F over G, and C for C major 9. So that's D, G, and C. On our right hand, we have F, A, C, and F for D minor 7. F, A, C, and F. Or F, A, and C for F over G. And D, E, G, and B for C major 9. So from E minor 7, we have D minor 7, F over G, and C major 9. Next is B minor 7, with B on the left, and D, F sharp, and A on the right. Then we have E minor 7, with E on the left, and D, G, and B on the right. So from C major 9, we have B minor 7 and E minor 7. Let's play all that and we'll add the last two chords later. We have G major 9, A minor 6 over F sharp, B7, E minor 7, D minor 7, F over G, C major 9, B minor 7, and E minor 7. Our next chord is A minor 7, with A on the left, and C, E, G, and C on the right. From here, we just move our left hand from A to D while keeping all the notes on our right hand. This gives us our C over D chord. So let's go through the entire chord progression. G major 9, A minor 6 over F sharp, B7, E minor 7, D minor 7, F over G, C major 9, B minor 7, E minor 7, A minor 7, and C over D. Let's repeat the chord progression again. Now we'll cover the rhythm pattern for that soulful style. The song is in 4/4 time, so we count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. We'll play the song on the 1, on the first and, on the second and, on the third and on the 4. For each chord, we have notes on the left and on the right. The pattern for each measure will be left, right, together, left, right. So for the first measure, we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for G major 9. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for E minor 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We'll use the same pattern rhythm for every measure as we go through our chord progression. The good news is, we've already learned most of the song. This chord progression covers 70 to 80% of the song already. We'll play that again. Notice how P1 is played for the first part of verse 2, as there is another chord progression for the second half. Here is the preview of that chord progression. Through the left hand first. We'll play C for C major 9, B for B minor 7, E for E minor 7, and C sharp for E minor 6 over C sharp. Again, that's C, B, E, and C sharp. On the right hand, we have D, E, G, and B for C major 9. D, F sharp, and A for B minor 7. D, G, and B for E minor 7. And E, G, B, and E for E minor 6 over C sharp. With hands together, we have C major 9, B minor 7, E minor 7, and E minor 6 over C sharp. From here, the last 5 chords are the same as the last 5 chords from our previous chord progression, which is C major 9, B minor 7, E minor 7, A minor 7, and C over D. Let's play the entire chord progression using the same rhythm pattern learned earlier. You can also add passing notes in between the chords E minor 7 and E minor 6 over C sharp. Our passing notes are B and C. We'll play that again. We'll call this chord progression P2, and it is played only on the second half of verse 2. This brings us to the bridge section, which sounds like this. Starting with our left hand, we have F for F major 7, G for G major, and C for C add 9. So that's F, G, and C. On the right hand, we have C, E, and A for F major 7, B, D, and G for G major, and D, E, and G for C add 9. So that's F major 7, G, and C add 9. We'll repeat these three chords again. Then we have G over B with B on the left, and B, D, and G on the right. Next we have A minor 7 with A on the left, and A, C, E, and G on the right. Next is B major with B on the left, and B, D sharp, and F sharp on the right. Let's repeat that from C major 9. C major 9, G over B, A minor 7, and B major. Next is E minor 7, G over D, E minor 6 over F sharp, which we already know. Then we have A minor 7 and C over D. Let's repeat the bridge section. F major 7, G, C add 9, F major 7, G, C add 9, G over B, A minor 7, B major, E minor 7, G over D, E minor 6 over C sharp, A minor 7, C over D. We'll call this pattern P3, and it is played in the bridge. Now after the third chorus, we can end the song with a simple G major 7 chord, but I like to end it with a G major 9 chord. Here we play G on the left, and B, D, F sharp, and A on the right. Using this G major 9 gives the song a richer, more jazzy finish. Now that you're comfortable with the chords, you're ready to take this arrangement even further. Here's a preview of my advanced tutorial, where I dive into more intricate embellishments to make your playing sound richer and more expressive. You'll find the link in the description and pinned comments below.